Humans generally build horizontally. When the land runs out, we have to build vertically. There's another reason why we build vertically, is when we cannot longer afford townhomes, detached homes. We have to build condominiums, something a little bit more compact, something more affordable. In Brampton at the moment, there is a very limited supply of condominiums. And detached homes and townhomes are no longer affordable for many. Today we have the chance to meet the VP of Primont Homes. Let's have a chat with her. Lori, thank you for having us here today.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. So we're here at the MontVert sales office.
Yes.
You guys had a great success on M condominiums here. Yes. So let's start with the builder story. You guys have a good 50 years legacy of building homes and condos, yeah. Going back to your father.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your father, how he started, and what's the family history behind it, and how you guys as children end up adopting that business.
Yes. So Primont Homes was founded just over 50 years ago by my father, John Montesano. And basically he came from Italy. He was a bricklayer and eventually would start with small renovations, and just over 50 years ago founded Primont Homes. Right. And got into the low-rise business. As children, we were taught the business from a very young age.
Right.
Like we were there in the process of negotiating offers and land deals, and so I think it was just a very natural progression. When we graduated university, we all had our backgrounds, and we just brought a different aspect. So my brother Joe being, an urban planner, so he brought that aspect to the business, and myself having an undergrad in business, bringing and marketing, bringing that aspect to the business. So we all have our departments and our fortes, and
and coming into this particular area in Brampton, which is Sandalwood and Mississauga Road.
Yes.
Some have called it the new Brampton.
Yes.
And I do see it. You drive by here and you do see these new homes and new townhomes and new community centers and huge parks, and you feel like you're not even Brampton anymore.
Yeah.
Like back in the days when you talked about Brampton, you envisioned something different.
Right. So I think when my dad bought the land years ago, it was all farmland.
Right.
Right. And
which it still is, I think, on the other side.
On the other side, it still is.
Road, yeah.
And eventually that will be developed as well. So
Right.
we just saw a vision back in the day that one day this would be developed.
Right.
So we did venture into Brampton 20 years ago with our first site, and from there we've just have brought more product to the market in Brampton.
So by now, I think you've built over 3,000 homes.
Yes.
Primont. You guys have built in Milton, Caledon.
Yes, we're coming to Milton. We've built in Caledon. We've built in Brampton, Vaughan, Cornell and Markham.
All over the
Richmond
place.
Hill. Yes, we're throughout the GTA.
Nice. Brampton is kind of situated kind of in the center of it all.
Yes.
And not too far from here, you have an access to Highway 410.
Yes.
So being this area, where do you see the potential is for condos? We see the townhomes, we see the detached homes. They do have a serious potential, and they've done very well over the years. Do you see that demand is there for condos now in these areas?
Yes, I think the demand is there. I think the demand is there for vertical living, for affordable housing.
Right.
And we're seeing the end user moving into that more affordable housing, right, as the market continues to rise.
So the demand, I see more and more now in all of GTA, the condos are coming up. Now, I think what the challenge I see, or I don't know, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, in Brampton, you can only build up to 15, 20 stories, not taller than that.
Yes.
So there's a bit of a height restriction issue.
There's a bit of a height restriction issue, but we work within those.
Right. So what I'm trying to get at is you can only build X amount of condos.
Yes.
So out of these MontVert, you have about 250 condos?
250 units between the two towers.
250 units in this area is not enough when the supply is needed.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about MontVert.
Yes.
And I might be pronouncing it wrong. I might be pronouncing it in English, but in French it's MontVert.
MontVert, yeah.
Okay, good stuff. So in this project, tell me a little bit about the details of there are two towers, north and south.
So there are two towers in the MontVert project. The north tower and the south tower, located at main intersection of Sandalwood and Mississauga Road.
Right.
The two towers are connected by one underground parking.
Okay.
Each has their own lobby. We've been able to offer an array of, we've worked with Core Architect and Mike Niven Design to bring this building to the forefront and really make it like an urban family and as well investment product. Yeah. And so Mike Niven has helped us to bring the greenery and the surroundings onto the interiors for us as well. So we worked with him on creating some great like 1-bedroom layouts right up to two bedroom plus den layouts.
Right. And it's ranging from about almost 500 square feet to
to just under 1,000 square feet.
Just under 1,000 square feet. So I think that's where the demand is. That these are the type of units are required. I think back in the days, you saw condos that were like $1,200, $1,300 price per the space of the condos. What I see now is there are a lot of people are asking for smaller units, larger units, because the maintenance fee is low as well.
And affordability at the end of the day.
Affordability as well, right? How do you see the year 2020 for Brampton in terms of resale value?
I think it's a strong market. I think compared to the markets like the downtown Toronto market, other areas within the GTA that offer these high-rise projects, Brampton is still much more affordable. So I think people are driven to the affordability factor and the fact that it's not so far out there. Like we're a 4-minute drive to the Mount Pleasant GO station. So to get downtown, you're a 45-minute GO train ride. You're right by the 407 and the 410. You've got all the amenities that you need, like the parks, the recreation center, like the Casey Campbell Recreation Center. So the infrastructure is already built. So.
Yes. So it's all here. And what I see is Brampton kind of has a following.
Yes.
The people that live in Brampton want to be in Brampton.
Stay in Brampton.
They don't want to go out of Brampton. And now this is the new Brampton that's being built. And I think a lot of them are being attracted here. And hence the reason why I probably see, from an investor point of view, you're offering parking and locker in the purchase price.
Yes, we are.
Which is kind of the trend is not there now anymore. You know, back in the days you got a condo, you got parking and locker with it.
And I think where our building sets us apart too is that, you know, you have the ravine views and some ravine views, and some all of the units come with either a terrace or a balcony. So you get to enjoy that extended family space, that living space.
That's correct, yes. So again, thank you for having us here today.
Thank you for coming.
We had a great chat with you, and congratulations on your other projects, and especially this one. I think the launch is coming up in a few days. So congratulations on that, and pleasure having you. Thank you.
Cheers.